I've seen him on the 8 different movies he's been in and the 16 different TV shows. You get to see him right now. Please welcome Lenny Schmidt, everybody. Give him a nice round of applause to Lenny.
Well, Fritz, my good friend Fritz. Come on, round of applause for the one and only right there. Tall guy in the sweater. Also, my brother Mike Schmidt. Give him a round of applause one time. The one and only. It's good to be here. How are you? Excellent. Thanks for coming to the Late Show on Friday, Saturday. What day is it? Saturday? Thanks for coming out Saturday night. Thanks for being here. It's nice to be here. It's nice to be back in town. It's nice to be in Chicago again. It's nice to be in Rosemont. It's nice to be out. We're out. This is good. I'm back doing clubs again. We're touring. We're out entertaining ourselves. Give yourselves a round of applause. We're here. We're doing stuff. We're living. We're alive. We're moving around. We're good. I'm excited. I'm happy. I remember when the vaccine first came out. I got the first shot. I got the second shot. I got the booster. And then I felt it, bulletproof. I felt like I won. I'm like, I won. You can't take me down. I'm invincible. So, and I played Vegas the following week, man. I knew. I walked up and down Fremont Street, told people to spit in my mouth. I don't care. Do it. You can't take me down. I'm bulletproof. I'm bulletproof. I'm pulling the gum off the bottom of tables and I'm eating it. I don't care. I'm licking strippers at 3 a.m. Yes, I was. Yeah, I ate at White Castles. Yeah! I did it all. I don't care, man. I was happy. I got it. I was ready to go out again. I have friends that are anti-vaxxers. They're like hardcore. They look at me like, dude. They didn't call me. They just do this with their ear all the time. They go, dude. Yeah, it's funnier. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. One person laughing. Dude, why would you do that? Why would you put those chemicals in your body? What are you thinking? What do you do? You have no idea what kind of chemicals those are. They're gonna mess. You have no clue. I'm like, I was a road comic for 30 years. I have sucked, snorted, shot, and smoked more drugs into my body. The vaccine should be afraid to come at me. And they tell you, they go, you're gonna get magnetized. Did you hear that story? They go, your body's gonna become a giant magnet. You're like, when you get the vaccine, you're gonna turn into a huge magnet. That was a selling point for me. I'll take it. You know what I mean? Now I'm magnetized and I don't lose my keys. I win. I saw the X-Men. No one messed with Magneto. No one. It's all right. It's just different now. We gotta live with it. There's rules now. We gotta follow rules. You gotta have a vax card if you want to do anything. It's like you're in middle school and you have a pass. Somebody stops you when you come in. You're like, "Where's your pass?" "Oh, well, my mother forgot it." So you gotta follow the rules. There's all kinds. I'm fine with the rules. I'm good. If the rules mean I get to go out and do stuff, I'm in. I'll go. That's whatever I got to do. I'll follow your rules. Just meet me halfway. Stop changing the rules. You know what I mean? They change so often. They change like that. They change sometimes. You have to have a notification on your phone. You walk into your car. They'll change 9 times on your way to the car. You're like, well, I'm going to go out. Bing, bing, bing. Damn, I need 9 more masks. 9 more. You get them, you go, bing, 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 bing. Damn, we need mayonnaise. That's weird. Okay, let's go. I'll follow. I'm good with the rules, man. I just stop changing them. They're always changing. You have no idea what's going on. You got to be 3 feet away, 6 feet away from each, 8 feet. Oh, you know what? Stay home. Stay home. Stay home. Stay home. Stay home. After you get the germ, when you get better, then you need 10 days. 10 days. Before, you know what? 5, 6 days. 6 days. You know what? Just don't ever go out. Ever go out. Stay home. Then for a while, they're like, you're going to wear 2 masks. That was the thing. They were going to try to make you wear. I'm like, okay, that's enough. I'm good. I think I've had it. I think I get a feeling the CDC has no clue what they're doing. There's just a bunch of people standing around the office with a handful of darts right now, just looking at a board going, fing! Tell them to wear a big hat. They're going to wear a big giant hat. It'll be good. It's good. Fing! They got to hop on 1 foot when they go outside. I don't do science. It's just a sad state of affairs when the CDC is less accurate than the weatherman. That's all I'm saying. My favorite rule is the restaurant rule. That's my favorite rule because it's the same everywhere you go. I travel a lot. Every city is the same thing. When you go to a restaurant, you got to wear your mask. It's very important. You got to wear your mask. Shut up. You got to wear your mask. You got to wear it. Why am I laughing at this joke? I've told it 19 times. Listen, you got to wear your mask. You got to wear it all the time because COVID's everywhere. It's everywhere. Wear your mask. Dangerous. COVID is everywhere. Except here, down here, not here. There's no COVID down here. None. We're all good in this area, right here. Not a problem. This is good. Up here, danger! Danger, going to jail, danger! Down here, all good. Now, we should have walked around like this for like 2 years, that's all. Just walked around. You know who didn't get COVID? Midgets and kids, that's who. I just want the rules to have some sort of consistency to them, you know what I mean? Or at least make sense a little bit. I work on cruise ships a lot. I work a lot of cruise ships. I travel a lot. And people say cruise ships are the problem now. That's what I hear. They're dangerous. Cruise ships are dangerous. I was traveling. Last ship I got off was a couple weeks ago. I went to the airport, and I'm on a shuttle, right, going to the next plane, and the shuttle's crammed with people. It's like 110 people in the shuttle. No one wearing a mask, standing around. A bunch of idiots. There's some guy watching a football game on his iPad, you know, in a stadium with 20,000 people. No one wearing a mask. None. They look at me. Some guy says, "What do you do?" I work on cruise ships. You'd have thought I said my name was Mr. COVID. People backed away. You get out of here! Ships are safe. Dude, I work a lot of cruise ships. I don't think there's any place that's cleaner and safer than a cruise ship right now. Think about this. If they screw up once, they're done. You know, they can't have one problem on a ship. They will never sail ever again. Here's how clean ships I was on. They're sanitizing them constantly. I was at a buffet and had lunch. Some guy sanitized me while I was eating lunch. They don't mess around, man. This is how clean they are. I was in the crew mess. They have a crew mess where the crew eats, and they serve like food from all over the world, different food that you don't usually see. They serve fish heads. It's a huge plate of giant fish heads, and everybody eats them. All those fish heads had masks on. I just want some accurate. But here's the thing, too. I fly a lot. How do planes get away with the crap they're doing right now? You know what I mean? Planes haven't changed that much. I flew during COVID. Anybody fly during, like in the middle of COVID and stuff? Who said, yeah, where? You right there? Okay, where? Oh, it's my friend. Of course it is. Where?
We went to Maui.
Maui? Well, no, you can't go to, no one lets you go to Hawaii anymore. They're strict over there. How'd you get over there? How'd you get out? Wait a minute, you have the COVID? When did you go to Maui? In December, okay. But all right. When you went though, let me ask you this: the airports. There's nobody in the airports. None. Yeah, it's like The Shining. It's the best. You walk around. There's no one. You just, I flew in like July, like right in the middle of the COVID, and I'm walking around, and there's only very few people, but they were all miserable, like cranky, like mad at me for some reason, right? And I'm following the rules, right? I'm wearing the mask, wrapped in saran, cover all the bases. Got 2 condoms on just to be safe. I'm being sure. I'm covered on all angles. Both heads completely covered. Both of them. Are you going to laugh at any of these jokes? Any of them at all? None? I think I'm doing pretty good. You're staring at me like my fucking nurse right now. Like, you're not. It's not acceptable at all. Airports are empty, but when you get on a plane, bam, they're packed with people. You know what I mean? There's tons of people. They cram you right back in the plane again. There's no difference for flying before or after COVID. The only difference is we wear a mask and we can't drink. It doesn't seem fair at all. It does suck, sir. I agree with you. That's the point of the bit. Thank you for backing me up. I appreciate that. I didn't make the rules. I'm just the reporter. Some airlines are better than others. They are. Spirit will give you COVID. Yeah, it's written right in the ticket. You got to read it. It says it right there. There's a guy at the gate looking at you with a needle going, I'll give you the COVID. I got it. You got to pay $20 to not get COVID in Spirit. Spirit's the worst. That's the worst airline ever. Anybody ever flown Spirit? Yeah. More than once? That should be their slogan. Spirit, just once. It's horrible. They get you with the price. That's the deal. You know what I mean? You get on there and you're like, hey, I want to fly LA to Miami. How much? $8. I can do that. That's fine. And then they upcharge everything. You got to pay for a purse, a carry-on, questions. They will ask you a question on Spirit, man. You look at them and go, hey, do you really charge for questions? You go, yep, that's $50 right there, sir. Like, seriously? Yeah, that's $50 too. One word. I'll do it. They have different rules on Spirit. You got to read the tickets, man. Everything's completely different on that airline, man. I was flying one time. I walk up and they go, your bag is too heavy. And I'm like, no, it's not. I fly all the time. There's no way that bag is over 50 pounds. They go, I'm sorry, on Spirit, it's going to be under 5 pounds. Is that even possible on a plane? They go, yeah, it is, sir. Here on Spirit, the things are a little bit different. By the way, did you want to fly with your kidneys today? It's $10 a piece for a kidney. It's $5 if you want to check them. Laugh! Do I look like your father or something right now? So you're just miserable and pissed staring at me like, fucking mother. I fly American a lot. That's why I have status on American. Anybody have status on an airline? It's the greatest. It changes your life. If you have status, man, they treat you like a king. If you don't have status, they treat you the opposite of king. It's the only business model in this country where they literally punish you for not spending enough money. You know what I mean? Like if you never flew and you had to fly for an emergency, you'd be screwed the moment you walked in there. They don't care who they are either. You could be having a heart attack. Walk up to the gate and go, I think I'm having a heart attack. And they would look at you, that is terrible. What group are you? Group 9? We're boarding 3 right now, sir. Why don't you have a seat next to the guy having a seizure? We'll be right with you. They actually have a. I get a difference. There's a difference between the group. If you fly a lot, you know there's a difference between the groups. 1, 2, 3. You know what I mean? Like you're group 1, you fly a lot. You know, you get the cool headsets, the cool coffee cup. You know what I mean? You got all this little gold card. You got all your stuff. You understand? You get it. You know. But you get down to group 4 and 5, suddenly the luggage doesn't match. You know what I mean? Group 7, they're using hefty bags for luggage. Group 9s have live chickens. I get it. American Airlines actually has a video with 2 different safety procedures for coach and first class in the same video. They don't even care. It's just like looking you right in the face. We don't even care if you're going to make it. We don't.
One at the same time, like someone just said what at the same time.
Hey, I'm sorry. Did you guys know there's a show going on right now? I'm sorry. Did I bother you? Are you okay? Are you related to Cranky up front? Is that what's happening? Did you have a question or statement, ma'am?
No,
No? Okay.
all is good.
Oh, it's good. Good.
I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. Enjoy it. Have fun. Did your meds just kick in? Is that what's happening right now? 10 o'clock at night, bing. I got a lot of important things to say right now. Out of nowhere. Let's take a few moments. Oh, late shows. I love them. So they have a video with a different procedure for each first class and coach on the same video. Same video. They tell you right in the same video. They just look at you and say, you know what? If you're in first class, reach up and grab your military-grade seatbelt, safely buckle yourself into your seat. However, if you're in coach, reach across and grab your Velcro strap, pull it across you and all the other people in your row, and hope for the best. And in the unlikely case of a water event, you just don't. If you're in first class, don't panic. There's a small jet engine that will shoot you into the sky and hover you above the wreckage. But if you're a coach, reach under your seat and grab your bright orange neon vest, put it on and pull the string. It won't inflate, but it will make it easier to find your bodies when they're floating in the ocean. Take that string and tie yourself to the rest of the passengers who drive the plane. That way the recovery team just needs to look for one long, bright orange line of people. And if you're in first class, don't panic. That jet engine will slowly drop you to the crest of the ocean, and you can simply walk to safety. Just get out of your chair and look for the long, bright orange neon bridge we provided you. That's good work. That's really good work right there. Spent my quarantine in California, LA. I live in Sherman Oaks. That's where I was quarantined with my daughters. I have two daughters, 20 and 17. We were there. So rules were strict in California too. They're still strict in LA. Can't do nothing. You gotta wear a mask. 24/7, you gotta wear a mask. You gotta wear a mask when you masturbate. Yeah, I got busted twice. It's messed up. You know, I'm minding my own business, you know, doing my grown-up man shit in the produce section of the grocery store. Cops walk up, back away from the kumquats! And don't judge me, it was a Walmart, so I wasn't the only guy knocking one out. I worked for Uber Eats during the shutdown, too. That's what I did to survive, to make a buck. It was the fifth time in my life I was delivering food. And the fourth time in my life, I couldn't believe I was delivering food. It's horrible. And I was really worried. I don't know what worried me more or scared me more about the fate of this planet was the fact that there was a pandemic or I was delivering cheeseburgers to fat people at 2 in the morning. It was all McDonald's. Everybody ordered McDonald's, man. That's almost surreal. Think about that for a second. You know what I mean? Don't come outside. It's dangerous. Stay home. I'll bring death to you. The later you deliver food, the drunker people are. It's annoying, man. 2 o'clock in the morning, you show up, you know. Guys walk out, no mask. He's got a dish towel hanging over his face. You know, I get out of my car, I forget my mask. I pull my shirt up over my head. Just trying to walk around. Like, hey, I have a burger for Marco. Polo. Marco Polo. Lived with the kids. 20 and 17, that's how old my kids were. We took the quarantine together in California. Just the 3 of us in an apartment. Me and the girls. I wanted to get COVID. I love my daughters, but you can only be called a boomer so many times in your own house where it gets a little bit annoying. You know what I mean? And they think they're so funny, too. They're like, you know what boomer means, Dad? I'm like, I'm pretty sure it means guy who pays all the bills. Is that what it means? My youngest daughter, too, she wears my sweatshirts. I have a lot of Bears sweatshirts and hoodies and stuff, and I wear those. And so she wears them, and she wears them, you know, she's a teenager. She wears them 5-6 days in a row. And then just hangs them up back in my closet without cleaning them. You know, and then I go put it on. I go out smelling like a 17-year-old girl. Yeah, which is not a good vibe for a 57-year-old man. People have a lot of questions. Want to check my browser history. How many parents are in here? If you're a parent, clap. Let me hear you. If you had toddlers, man, if you had toddlers during the quarantine, There is a special place in heaven for you, man. That had to be brutal. It's tough. Kids demand a lot of attention. I remember when my kids were toddlers, man, they were little, we used to do all kinds, just to keep them entertained. It's brutal. They're always like, let's do this, let's do that. You're like, oh, I'm exhausted. Dude, we take them to shows. There's all these shows for kids now. We saw the Wiggles 6 times. Anybody here know what the Wiggles are? Okay. If you don't know what they are, you don't know what the Wiggles are. I know you have no idea. Do you really? Get out of here. Holy shit. All right, my bad. You do? Okay. You were probably a Wiggles fan then growing up, weren't you? That's why. All right. It's a different memory path. I got it. I remember as a parent going, oh. Now you remember. You what? How, you're as old as my daughters? I figured you were. That's why I've seen that look before. I see it all the time. All the time. Trust me. I'm familiar. Don't explain it to me. I've been down that road. My oldest daughter, you'll appreciate this, Ed. My oldest daughter, she called me the other day. This is completely true. This is completely true. I had to walk her through how to mail a letter. Whole process. Do you know how to mail a letter? Yeah. Okay, don't get defensive. I'm just asking. I had to walk her through the whole process. She's like, where does the address go? It's got to go in the middle of the envelope. So she does it, and she goes, well, that's where our address goes? I go, no, that's where the address goes. Then she's like, oh, stupid. I can't communicate like a caveman. So I walked her through the whole process, and I made fun of her. I gave her a hard time. I go, this is hilarious. She goes, what? I go, I can't believe I have to explain to you how to mail a letter. That's just ridiculous. And she goes, well, now you know how I feel when I have to explain TikTok and Instagram and memes and all that crap to you. I'm like, okay. Guess you have a point. If you don't know what the Wiggles are, she'll explain it. Now, you take 4 grown men, you put them in pastel color shirts, you surround them with like a pirate and a dinosaur and a feather stone and happiness and chaos, and you get really the 4 richest men in the world. That's what these guys are. They're loaded. They would tour the world. They just released a new album, from what I understand. Are you aware? Do you want the new album? I can hook you up with it. You're not what? You're not aware of the tour, but the new album's out. It is. All right. I'll hook you up later. I'll give you that. Are you even with her, sir? The whole time, you're just staring at me the whole time, looking at her out of the corner of your eye, like. But they're like the Wiggles are like a band for kids. They're a band for kids, and you go to see a show, and it's like a show. It's not like at a little theater. It's in an auditorium, like the United Center. You go in and it's packed, and it's half of it, more than half is toddlers, like 12,000 toddlers. They're everywhere. You're surrounded by toddlers. And they're running around, and they're there, and they're picking their nose, they're touching you and running around, and it's insane and chaos, and the Wiggles hit the stage, and these kids yell together. 12,000 kids yell together, and they make a noise. I'm pretty sure it's the noise you hear right before you die. It's just this loud, ah! And your ears are bleeding, like, ah! And they play and the kids dance. It's line dancing for the kids, and the kids know every move. You're surrounded by these little kids. Like, it's like being surrounded by children of the corn or something like that. They're everywhere, and this goes on nonstop chaos, dancing and bouncing and happiness and running and jumping and up and down and crazy and insane for 45 minutes. And at the 45-minute mark, every kid, bam, passes out from exhaustion. All of them, they hit the ground like a wave of toddlers. And the parents are just standing there with toddlers on the ground everywhere going, what the fuck is going on right now? And the kids lay there and they don't move. They don't move at all till the Wiggles play their closing song, the hot potato song. That's the hammer. That's the big hot potato, hot potato! That song kicks in. And when that song kicks in, every toddler just pops up and does the potato dance. Just pop right up. Here's the kicker, though. They're still passed out. It's like a clear-eyed Stephen King zombie dance from hell. These little toddlers with... What is your name? What's your name? Natalie. How are you, Natalie? Give Natalie a round of applause. I'm giving her a hard time. Is this your boyfriend? Okay. How long have you guys been dating? About a year. Let me say you wait for her to answer first and then come in with the words. I like that move. Smooth. I like the way you handle it. You're like, she's like, yeah, about a year. How's it going? What's your name, sir?
Ben.
Natalie and Ben. Nice to meet you, man. Give Ben a round of applause, man. Calm down, Ben. Take it easy. You got all excited. Oh, shit, I have a moment here. Thanks for coming. How old are you? How old are you, Natalie? You're 23. Okay. All right. That's good. Got your whole life ahead of you. That's good. Ben, how old are you?
27.
27. Look at you, older man. Good for you. Yeah. You got a job, Ben? What do you do?
I do. I coach football.
You coach football?
Yes, sir.
Nice. Where at, sir?
Indiana University.
Indiana University. Holy crap. He's looking. Holy shit, you have a fan right there. Did you see that look? You both went there? Are you alumni?
Yeah, I play football there.
You play football? You guys want a moment? I could just leave and come back in 5 minutes.
Go Hoosiers.
Oh, that's good. Take it easy, sir. Right away. Go Wisconsin! I don't want to start a fight here, okay? Did you guys live down in Indiana?
I went to school in Indiana.
You went to school at the same school he's at?
That's how we met.
That's how you met, was at school. Okay. Was he your coach? Was your gym teacher or anything like that? How deep are we going on this story, by the way? He what?
Same place.
You're the same place. Okay. So where do you live down there, though? You live in Indiana.
No, I live here.
You live here, and you live down there.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's a long-distance relationship.
Yes.
Ben, you're smart. It's obvious you work at a university, Ben. You know what I mean? You're like quick with your answers. You're like, yes. My oldest daughter turns 21 this year. She's going to be 21, which, you know what that means. She can buy booze and bring it home to me. How cool is that? I don't have to go anywhere. There are little moments that happen in your kid's life. When you're a parent, you know them, you see them. They grow up. Little moments, little things that happen. You know what I mean? Like when they learn to walk, then you don't have to carry them around everywhere. You know, and they get potty trained. You don't have to change your diaper. You know, and then they learn to make a sandwich, so you don't have to feed them. You know what I mean? Then they learn to answer a phone, so you don't have to talk to the bill collectors. Then they learn to take a bus, so they get to school. They learn to drive a car. They can go to work. And then they turn 21, they buy liquor, and they bring it back to you. That's the circle of life. That's what that is. Everyone goes through the same thing. Bring me a bottle of tequila. Tequila's a booze. I don't know if you're aware of that, Natalie. Are you? Are you guys drinking tequila? Okay, all right. I love you too. My oldest is tough, man. She runs the house, the oldest. She's in charge. She is. She's mean. I don't even want to mess with her, man. I'm afraid of her. I looked at her the other day. I said, I'm going to go to the store and get some scotch. She goes, you don't need scotch. I go, you're right, good night. I'm totally afraid of her, man. My friends are afraid of her. No one comes over anymore. She doesn't even know I'm here. I snuck out the window 4 days ago. There's a mannequin in my bed with 2 masks on right now. She makes all the decisions. I run everything by her, man. Everything. I'm not kidding. And you know what? Here's the thing. I don't care. I don't care. She's got it together. She's a smart kid. You know what I mean? She makes decisions better than I do. I'm all cool with that. You know what? I'm beginning to understand Alzheimer's. I think some of those people are faking. Yeah, here's my theory. Follow me in this. You spend the first 18 years of your life wanting to be taken seriously. You know, wanting to be able to have some input, able to ask a question, maybe make a decision, anything. And then you become an adult and you can make those decisions. And you spend the next 67 years of your life making those decisions. And then you're exhausted. It's just years of making calls and decisions and ideas. And then you see your kid make one or two and they go well. And you're like, oh, that was pretty good. And then one day you just check out. She looks at you and goes, Dad, what do you want to do about the mortgage? And I'm like, I like pudding. I don't know about, here's my thing about COVID. During COVID, here's what blew me away about COVID. This was amazing to me. This is a global issue. This is an issue all over the world. Different countries, Russia, China, everybody. Everybody had this issue. And everyone did was argue, but nobody could agree on how to handle the situation. Every country, everybody had a different idea. Everybody argued about it. No one could get on the same page. And that gives me zero faith for this planet if aliens come here. Because we won't agree on nothing. You know, especially if they land in China, because we won't know until 6 months later. You know what I mean? And then someone will go, they landed in China, and someone will go, you're a racist. And then they'll go, no, I read it, it's true. And then a year later, they'll prove that they landed in China, and that same guy will go, I told you they landed in China, and the people will go, you're still racist. We won't agree. All we'll do is argue. Aliens will get here, and some people will be like, aliens are dangerous. They're here to kill us. And some people will be, no, aliens are fine. My sister is dating an alien. You know, and even the aliens will be confused. They'll be like, I told you we should not have come here. I told you. These people can't get along with themselves. You know what I mean? And then we'll politicize it. That's what'll happen for sure. You know that. They'll have news reports. Some guy will be on going, these aliens are a problem. And someone will go, you cannot call them aliens. These intergalactic immigrants are here in search of a better life. And the aliens will be like, no, we're not. No, we don't want to be here. We came here for the weed. You guys have really good weed here. You might be idiots, but you have crushed the weed thing. In fact, take some advice. If you guys put as much energy into getting along in the cure for cancer as you did perfecting weed, we wouldn't call you the Florida of the universe. Florida people here tonight? Really? Seriously? Was that you again? Holy shit, you fall asleep and wake up every 13 minutes? Are you okay? Is there something, can I help you with anything? I don't even know if she's awake. She's zonked out everything. I read everything on the internet about COVID. I was about like you guys. We were shut down about as long as you. Well, we were shut down a long time. We all did 3 months. But man, I read every article. I don't care where it came from. I read it all. I read it all. All. Tons. Lots of people read it all. They say we have a problem in this country with misinformation, and that might be true. But we really have a problem with people not reading all the information. Okay? Because people read a soundbite or a headline, and they think they know everything. You know what I mean? They'll read like 4 or 5 sound bites, zip through the internet for like an hour and a half. They think they know it all. Those are internet experts. That's what I call them. They're internet. You know who hates internet experts? Real experts. You know what I mean? This started years ago with WebMD. No doctor likes WebMD. It's made every doctor appointment 30 minutes longer than it's supposed to be. Because they spend half an hour trying to talk to a guy named Clyde from fucking Jiffy Lube, who walks in with a bunch of paperwork and goes, I did research all night. And the doctor's gotta go, I'm sure you did, sir. That's great. Look, sir, I promise you there's nothing wrong with your fallopian tubes. Nothing. My theory was to trust all of the experts. I trust the experts. That's what I do. There's a lot of people out there smarter than me. A lot. Look, I live in LA. I work on cruise ships, and I come to Chicago in February. It's not well thought out. So I listen to the smart people. That's what I do. There's got to be people out there that know more than me. I listen to everything they got to say. I trusted everything. When COVID first came, I'm like, COVID's here. Everyone's going to get it. I go, okay, fine. We're going to get it. And they go, no, stop. Not so fast. Wear a mask. Okay, good. I'll wear the mask. Did it. I'm like, what? Stop. Hold on. Flatten the curve for 2 weeks. Perfect. Done. I'll flatten the curve for 2 weeks. That enough? No. Boom. Shut down for 3 months. Okay? All right, good. Shut down for 3 months. Then I got the vaccine. Then I got the second shot. Then I got the booster. Then I got the COVID. I was so angry. I'm like, I followed all of your rules. Everything you said, I did it. I stayed home. I locked myself in the house. I lost my job. I haven't done anything. I haven't gotten laid in 5 fucking years. Some of those years are on me, I know, but still. I was just coming out of my slump, man. I was happy about dating in my 50s. I like being single in 50. It's all different. It's a different world. You wear better clothes. You meet nicer people. You always carry Viagra. There's advantages to dating over 50, too. I think there's a lot of advantages. Here's a couple. First of all, you've experienced a lot. You've been through a lot. Your whole life, you've experienced a ton of stuff. I'm open to a lot of different things. Like I can meet someone, and we could have a bottle of wine and go to a play. We could have a couple of beers, go to a ball game. And we could split a bottle of tequila, pick a safe word, and see where the night goes. I'm good with all that. You're also way more honest, too. That's another thing when you're dating and you're older. You're way more honest. You know what I mean? Because everybody has a bullshit meter, and it's full. By the time you're 50, man, it is. You're honest about all kinds of stuff, man. And you have to be honest, especially when it comes to things like sex. Because a lot of people think they're wild and crazy and adventurous in bed, and they're not. They're not lying. They're just wrong. It's a total perception thing. You know, one person's, I'll try anything in bed, is another person's, I'm calling the police. Here's the other reason dating is better when you're older, or it's more important to be honest. Honesty is very important when it comes to sex for this reason. Time. You don't have time. You know what I mean? When you're over 40, you got stuff to do. When you're younger, you're going to school, you got friends, you might have a job, you're starting your career, you got a lot more time on your hands. When you're over 40, suddenly you got a job, maybe 2, you got a mortgage, kids, braces, college, you're busy. There's no time for bad sex when you're over 40. You know what I mean? You figure if we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it right. You're like, turn on the light and put on the Batman mask, let's go. Any woman over 40 would gladly walk you through the process because she's got shit to do. You know, that's not it. You're almost there. That's close. No, she'll come right out. Hey, wrong hole, asshole. Pay attention back there. Jeez, quit fucking around. I got laundry tonight. Let's go. Hell, she'll hand you a list. So here's 10 things that turn me on. We're doing 3 of those tonight. I'm good with that. It's all written down now. I can't mess that up. Now it's like I'm ordering food at a deli. You know what I mean? I'll take a number 3, a number 7, and I'll have the number 9, but I'll need that before the 7. I won't be able to finish that 7 if I have that 9. That's the other thing you learn. You learn your limitations when you're older. You learn what you're capable and not capable of. You know what I mean? Like, I'm over 50 now. I've learned this about, I can't drink like I used to when I was younger. Shit doesn't work when you're drunk. Nobody tells you that. You don't. You find out the hard way. When you meet someone, you go back to your place, and then you're fucking not the hard way. The not hard way. It sucks when you drink too much, you can't get it up. Right, guys? No guy ever says shit there, ever. It's always a room full of guys. You're like, we have no idea what you're talking about there. The situation is alien to us right now. Especially young guys. Young guys think they're invincible. They don't think that'll ever happen. Ben, my friend. Yeah. How old are you, Ben?
27.
27. You're probably hard right now. Not an issue for you. Yeah. Sitting right up front like, hey, can we go to the comedy show? What do you think? We sit right up front. That'd be awesome if we sit up front. Sorry about that, man. Apologize. Same thing happens to every guy when you drink too much. You can't get it up. I'll explain it since I'm the only guy, apparently. There's a room full of people. All right, liars, fine. I'm the guy. Same thing happens to every guy when you drink too much. You can't get it up. It's this. Nothing. Nothing. You go to bed. Sad. Alone. And drunk. You wake up the next morning sad. Alone. And hungover. But the next morning, you have a huge erection, giant. Like your dick went out for the night and came back. Like, hey, what'd I miss? Sorry, the boss and I had a thing. We're out late. Now, usually, if I wake up with a morning erection, I'll knock one out just to get the day going. Yeah, that's a good beginning to a day right there. Little knockout, little bowl of Wheaties, Ben. That's how you roll, right? Yeah. But I'm so mad, I won't beat off out of spite. You know, I'm like mad at my body. I'm like, hey, fuck you, man. Where were you when I needed you last night? You left me hanging. Literally, you left me hanging, and I'll walk out the door with an erection. I'll walk right. You ever done that, guys? Walk down the street with an erection? It's not easy. There's only one way to do it. Straight up. That's it. You got to go straight up. Because if you go sideways, everybody sees it, and you're the creepy guy with a boner. So you go straight up, and then it hurts because it sticks out by 2 inches over the belt, and it pinches your skin, and then when you sit in your car, it like bends the tip. You know, and I was bragging. I was bragging a little bit there. That's too much. I'm sorry. It's gonna happen to you someday, Ben. Trust me, it is. Whiskey dick. That's the scientific name for it. I think it's. It might be a while. It might be 10 years from now. It might be 25. It might be tonight, man. You don't know. Really, it doesn't matter though, because now when it does happen to you, you're gonna think of me, and that's sad. All right, I gotta go. Before I leave, give Ben and Natalie a round of applause again. You guys are very cool. Thank you. Also, give everyone at Zany's a round of applause. Do that for me right now. Very hardworking, lovely. Big thank you to Chris and Ann. Everybody here, make sure you tip the wait staff, please. They work very hard to take care of you. They did a great job tonight. Make sure you help them out. At the end of the show, I'll be standing back over there. I have 2 comedy albums with me. They're download cards. Actually, they're 2 different ones. They're $10 a piece. If you want to buy one from me, I'll sell it to you on the way out the door. I take cash, credit, pretty much whatever you have. I don't care. Poker chips. I don't give a shit. Trade-off. Football training sessions. I'll take that. That's fine. Also, I have a business card. I'll give you a business card. I have a QR code on there and a YouTube page. I have over 400 hours of content on my YouTube page. Some of it is stand-up, some of it is sketches, some of it is short films, and a lot of it is different YouTube shows. I produce 5 shows. One is one with my daughter called Big Schmidt, Little Schmidt, and she's 17, so she's a Gen whatever the hell she is, and she explains life to me, the boomer. So that's how that show goes. It's a lot of fun. Check that out. And the rest of you guys, when you leave, now I hope, COVID, we've tried everything as far as COVID. Now we got to find a way to live with COVID. I think that's what we're doing now, kind of. And it's different. It's weird living with COVID. We tried everything. We tried the vaccine. We tried all of it. There's only one thing I think left to do, and that is to make it mandatory. Everyone must get COVID. It's like every 3 months you should get. And you do it, it's like when you vote. You get a little sticker that says, I got the COVID. And every time there's a variant, you get that. It's like a little upgrade. You get a COVID upgrade. COVID will be like an iPhone. You always get one. You look at people when it comes out, you're like, did you get the new COVID? Yes, I did. I got the no taste and the sweats. It was great. I lost 15 pounds. And the other guy's like, I got a camera with mine. I was able to shoot a film during quarantine. And other people, I got Apple Music with it. It's awesome. Because you get all the Neil Young and Joni Mitchell you want. Thank you very much. Good night, guys. You've been the best.
Lenny Schmidt, everybody. That was Lenny Schmidt. Give it up for him.